Welcome to the Public Informational Open House for the Secrest Short Cut Road Small Area Plan. There are many issues and opportunities regarding the physical impact of the soon-to-open Monroe Expressway. Your participation and feedback is very important in framing the land use, economic development, and transportation recommendations for the study area. Union County and the town of Indian Trail are developing a small area plan for the Secrest Short Cut area to guide future growth near the Monroe Expressway interchange at Unionville Indian Trail Road, as well as parallel to the Monroe Expressway along Secrest Short Cut. The intent of the study is to identify land use, economic development, and transportation recommendations within the study area, considering the expressway's change to the physical environment. At approximately 2 square miles, the project area is bisected by the Monroe Expressway and Sardis Church, Unionville Indian Trail Road. Less than 10% of the area is considered developed, with 99% of existing development being residential and 25% of that being used for agriculture. The Monroe Expressway will open by the end of 2018. Understanding the history of planning in the area is important to developing a framework for the Secrest Short Cut Small Area Plan. In 2005, the Town of Indian Trail's Comprehensive Plan recommended specific land uses in village plans for areas within their jurisdiction along the corridor. Specific village plans influencing this study area include the Crooked Creek Village Plan, North Fork Village Plan, and Rocky River Village Plan. In 2014, Union County's Comprehensive Plan recommended general land use categories along the corridor of mixed residential and employment. Mixed residential includes a variety of housing types, including single-family homes, patio homes and townhomes, apartments, and condos. Higher densities are targeted for areas near the neighborhood centers. Neighborhood retail centers, up to 125,000 square feet, were identified for the interchanges at Rocky River Road and at Unionville Indian Trail Road. The Secrest Short Cut Small Area Plan is the current planning process that will result in an adopted plan for the area in the summer of 2018. The plan will include specific recommended land uses, infrastructure improvements, and economic development recommendations. This small area plan started in the winter of 2017 and will take approximately 9 months to complete. The project is jointly funded with Indian Trail and Union County local funds. The development of the plan is broken into 3 phases. In Phase 1, the project team reviewed existing municipal and county plans that include both Union County and Indian Trail comprehensive plans and other planning documents that speak to the planning area. The existing conditions and analysis for the small area plan were presented at the first community meeting held on February 22, 2018, to inform the public about the process and schedule and receive any feedback needed for the area. In Phase 2, issues and opportunities were identified as a result of analyzing existing conditions and data, along with input from community engagement. Draft recommendations and policies were created for the second community meeting occurring here today in order to gather an additional layer of feedback in refining the small area plan. In the third phase of the project, feedback from the community will guide the creation of final recommendations for land use, economic development, and transportation improvements. There are many issues and opportunities regarding the physical impact of the soon-to-open Monroe Expressway, particularly as they relate to existing and proposed land use, potential economic development, and multimodal transportation needs throughout the Secrest Short Cut Small Area Plan study area. Many of the issues in the area are quite evident. Others are a result of the construction of the expressway or its expected changes to land uses and mobility once it opens. Issues include multi-jurisdictions, residual parcels, noise, mobility, growth, and public perception. Multiple jurisdictions. Within the defined study area, there are 3 local governments that control land use, zoning, and other policies associated with their jurisdiction. These include Union County, the town of Indian Trail, and the town of Hemby Bridge. The City of Monroe is immediately adjacent to the study area and may be requested to annex land as a result of utility extension. The issues that this presents are separate plans that were prepared individually with often very different land development policies. Residual parcels. The emphasis here is not the impacts during construction of the Monroe Expressway, although there are many, but rather the physical effect of having an expressway facility where there once was none. One example was the creation of parcels that lie between the Monroe Expressway and Secrest Short Cut Road, as well as near Poplar Road. The physical shape of these properties and their proximity to these major roadway facilities will most assuredly affect their use and ability to develop. This plan will not make parcel-specific recommendations, but will rather make recommendations on general areas using roads and topographical features to guide transitions. Noise is another issue to consider for properties on both sides of the expressway. Not only will it affect existing land uses, but future land uses should be compatible or include design measures that can tolerate or mitigate the impact of the noise generated from the expressway. Mobility. While the introduction of a new roadway facility into an area can be viewed as an opportunity for mobility, it also creates issues for the movement of all modes through the area. The change in travel patterns and the increase in traffic associated with the interchange at Unionville Indian Trail Road creates congestion and safety concerns on the roadways in the area. The need for pedestrian and bicycle facilities is increasing due to community demands, the mix of uses planned, and increased development overall. Growth in public perception. Union County and Indian Trail have both experienced continued growth for some time, primarily in residential development. With growth has come the inevitable increases in traffic, a change in community character, and a need for parks, gathering places, and shopping. These issues were highlighted in many of the comments and survey responses yielded from the first open house engagement for the small area plan. This input will be considered carefully in defining the recommendations for the study area. Opportunities include regional access, economic development, housing options, and mixed-use centers. Regional access. The opening of the Monroe Expressway will offer accessibility to this area of Union County as never before. What was once an area accessed only by limited two-lane rural facilities will now be easily connected to a much larger market area via a limited access facility. The interchange at Unionville Indian Trail Road offers residents in the area with a new commuting option through a different path, and travelers on the expressway a new destination for goods, services, and recreation. Economic development is an opportunity that is consistent with the Town of Indian Trail's comprehensive plan goals, as well as those of Union County, to achieve a more balanced tax base. Approximately 94% of the land in Union County are agricultural or residential land uses. The accessibility provided by the Unionville Indian Trail Road interchange with the Monroe Expressway creates a new location for a mixture of land uses, including office, flex space, and retail. The result being more local jobs, services, and places to shop and eat. Housing options. Residential development in Union County and Indian Trail consists mostly of larger lot, single-family housing, homes on 1 acre lots or larger. The Secrest Short Cut Road study area is an opportunity to allow for a mix of housing options to accommodate a wide range of housing types. This is also identified by the recent McKibben demographic study for the Union County school system as an issue in retaining residents in the county. This could include varying densities of small lot single family, attached single family including townhomes, and a limited amount of multifamily or apartment units. Allowing a mixed-use center in the heart of the study area at the interchange with Unionville Indian Trail Road can help to facilitate the creation of developments that will enhance the quality of life in the area by providing nearby shopping, entertainment, and employment opportunities. Retail, office uses, and a variety of residential development could be encouraged that are well integrated in their design and are walkable. 3 land use plan scenarios have been developed through the planning process. These scenarios include a focus on employment, mixed use, and low-density residential. The planning process consisted of the study of existing conditions, area plans, and results of the public engagement work completed to date. Each scenario offers alternatives to the issues and opportunities identified through the study to inform the plan framework and final recommendations. Employment scenario. This alternative land use pattern emphasizes locations for employment-based uses. As identified in the issues section, the residual parcels that remain between Secrest Short Cut Road and the Monroe Expressway provide a challenge for appropriate and buildable land uses. In this scenario, employment is recommended for most of those parcels, with retail and/or mixed use located near the interchange. Additional retail is also recommended on all quadrants of the interchange. Mixed use and higher density residential is also focused in the area and transitions to medium and lower density residential, mostly adjacent to existing neighborhoods. Mixed use scenario. A mixture of land uses is recommended in this scenario, focusing primarily at and around the interchange. This scenario reduces the potential residential units slightly, less than 50 units, compared to baseline, while increasing the non-residential footprint by 300,000 square feet. A small employment corridor is proposed between Faith Church Road and Unionville Indian Trail Road to take advantage of the residual lots discussed previously. This is consistent with the recently adopted Hemby Bridge land use plan. A mixture of medium and low density residential adjacent to similar existing developments complete the proposed land use pattern. Lower density scenario. Although some high density residential is included in this scenario adjacent to retail at the interchange, the overall potential dwelling units is 750 units less than the baseline. Lower density residential is maintained in proximity to existing adjacent developments. The low density developments should be developed under the cluster provisions to preserve open space and to address citizen comments about maintaining a rural character. Limited employment is introduced in the northern section of the study area. As with all land use scenarios, additional retail is called for around the interchange with Unionville Indian Trail Road, which is consistent with the City of Monroe's recently adopted land use plan. The purpose of this public comment open house meeting is to solicit your feedback on the 3 land use alternatives. As you exit this presentation area, head to the back of Town Hall, where you will be able to view detailed drawings of the 3 concepts both on tables and on easels. Be sure to fill in the signage sheet, review the concepts and handout information, and please ask questions and make comments to the project team staff. You may also include your comments on sticky notes, on the drawings, and most importantly, on provided comment cards that you can drop off as you leave. We thank you for taking your time to provide us with valued comments on this project. Please proceed to the back of Town Hall to engage with our project team.